28. That is what a British dairy farmer gets for a litre of milk. Not £28, not £28, 28. Less than the price of a penny sweet from a corner shop. That same litre of milk sits on a Tesco shelf for over £1. And while that has been going on, a man who could not sell 16 tons of his own potatoes in 2019 just built a beer brand that turned over 21.3 million in a single year using barley from the same farm the supermarkets ignored. This is the story of how Clarkson and Caleb went around the entire British food industry, and why the people who run that industry should be absolutely furious with themselves for letting it happen. Most people think the diddly squat story is about a celebrity playing at farming. That is the version the people who dislike Clarkson prefer. It is also completely wrong. What actually happened is that Music Clarkson walked straight into the ugliest secret in British food. Had it happened to him on camera, and then spent 5 years building the thing that 30 years of government reports and NFU letters and parliamentary debates never managed to create a supply music chain that pays British farmers fairly and makes British people proud to buy from them. But to understand how he got there, you have to start at the beginning, and the beginning is humiliating. Year 1 on the farm, Clarkson grows 16 tons of potatoes. He is excited. He thinks this is straightforward. Grow the thing, sell the thing, make the money. Caleb, who has been farming since before he could legally drive, watches all of this with the expression of a man who already knows exactly how it ends. The supermarkets are not interested. 16 tons is not nearly enough volume for them to bother with, but it is far too much to sell at the roadside with an honesty box. So Clarkson builds a shop, and by the time the shop is ready, the potatoes, music, have rotted. Now here is the thing. Every British farmer knows that story. Not the celebrity version with a camera crew. The real version, the one where you grow something, spend months doing it properly, and then find out the buyer will not take it at a music price that covers what it cost you to grow it. That happens every single day on British farms. And nobody films it. Nobody turns it into television. Nobody makes the country care. Clarkson did it by accident, and it changed everything. Because when that episode aired, something happened that the supermarket industry did not see coming and still has not fully reckoned with. Music. The British public watched a man lose money on his own potatoes and got angry on his behalf. Not politely, music concerned, genuinely angry. The kind of angry that makes you drive an hour and a half to a shed in Oxfordshire to spend 50 quid on a candle and a jar of honey just to feel like you did something. That anger is the foundation of everything that comes after. So Clarkson has the audience. He has the anger, he has the farm, and he has a vision. He wants to sell his own beef directly to the public. Cut out the middleman. Show people where their food comes from. Charge a fair price. Pay a fair price. Keep the money in British farming. Instead of letting it disappear into a supermarket distribution network, he builds toward it. He gets cattle. He starts raising pigs. He converts the lambing barn into a restaurant. He is going to do farm to fork properly right there in the Cotswolds. And the people will come because they already are coming. Queuing down the lane, blocking the road, driving from Birmingham and London and further just to stand on the actual farm. Then West Oxford Shire District Council arrives with the enforcement notices. Restaurant unlawful. Shut it down. You have 6 weeks to restore the land to its original condition. Remove the tables, the toilets, the landscaping materials, all of it gone. Car park extension refused. The road outside can stay blocked. The countryside must be protected from the sight of a car park. Shop products restricted to items produced on the farm or within 16 miles. The candles that people are queuing for borderline the beef from a British farm outside the radius. Problem. Everything Clarkson tried to build to bypass the supermarket system got strangled by planning law. Instead, he spent the money. He did the work. And the council ripped it out and told them to start again. For most people, that is the end of the story. You lose the restaurant. You scale back the ambitions. You accept music that the system does not want you to succeed, and you find a way to manage within it. Clarkson. Music filmed the whole thing instead. Every enforcement notice became an episode. Every council letter became a storyline. Every refusal became a front page. Series 2 and Series 3 of Clarkson's Farm, watched by millions of people in Britain and Australia and America, documented the planning battle in real time. The council spent rate-ire money fighting a planning dispute, and accidentally produced the most effective advertisement for British direct farming that has ever existed. By the time the dust settled, the shop had confirmed planning permission. The car park got approved, and the restaurant Dream, rather than dying, had just been redirected into a pub less than £1 million. A former roadside boozer called the Windmill, sitting on 5 acres near Burford. Clarkson renames it the Farmer's Dog, renovates it, films the whole chaotic process for Series 4, and opens it in August 2024. And here is what he does with the menu that nobody in the British hospitality industry had done before at any kind of scale. 100% British ingredients, not mostly British, not British where possible. Every single thing on the plate, the music beef, the pork, the lamb, the vegetables, the beer, the spirits, even the cooking oil. All of it from British farms. No Coca-Cola, no avocados, no black pepper. If it was not grown or produced in this country, it does not come through the door. A Michelin-starred